guys, it's Karen Purdy with Mixed Media Art Journey, and today I am going to show you how to make a folder for your journal. So I've picked out a cover here, and this one I'm going to make a fall theme. So I'm going to go into my scrapbook paper and pick out some just loose paper I have here. And these are all 12 by 12. And kind of match up the colors, and I think that the red or the brown will go good with a fall theme. So I have another red here. When you hold them up, this one looks more pink. So let's say the yellow is kind of too bright. I think the brown will be perfect. So I'm going to pull this brown piece of scrapbook paper that's 12 by 12. And this journal is the A5-ish size. So the cover is 12 inches. When you open it like this, the cover is 12 inches by 9 inches. And I'm gonna want my scrapbook paper to be 11 inches because I don't want it sticking out of the side. So I'm gonna wanna cut 1 inch off of the side. And the way I do that is I measure and here's a trick I'll show you too with scrapbook paper, because I just did it and realized I didn't explain what I was doing. When you take a piece of paper, if you bend it in 2 different directions, you'll feel one, it bends, but it kind of gives you a little bit of a fight, and the other way it bends very easily. By doing that and testing, you can avoid getting those white crinkly lines when you fold your paper, because this is the way the grain goes, and so this is the way that you want to fold. So that's why I do that first, and I plan how am I going to be folding this. So in this case, after I cut the inch off, I'm going to be folding it in half. Now it does get tricky because I'm also going to fold the other side up. And I'm going to cut it so, yeah, I want the bottom side to fold without the grain, okay? So I'm going to put it this way, and then I'm going to cut the inch off. I'm going to take a pencil to mark at 11 inches. And then I get my handy dandy paper slicer, and I just cut about 1 inch off. It doesn't have to be precise. You can even, do this without measuring, but you want it about 11 inches this way. And I'm going to turn this. It doesn't matter because this doesn't have pattern, but if it had pattern, you'd want to figure out where you're doing this. So here I'm going to mark at just shy of 9 inches. I actually go to the line right before the 9 and I make a little mark. And here you're going to want to score. You don't want to cut. So on my paper cutter, I have 2 little knobs. The white one is to cut and the pink one is to score. So I'm going to go right to this line and I'm going to score in a straight line, and then I put this up, and I don't believe I need this anymore either. And now I'm going to take this bottom right where the line is, and I'm going to fold it and run my finger along, okay? So the reason I wanted the bottom to be the correct direction is so this doesn't crack when I fold it up, because then you have to go in and cover it with tape and keep it back together. But this is the bottom part of your folder right here, so you want this to be a good fold that doesn't crack. Now it may crack when I fold the other direction, where I fold it in half, but that isn't so bad. Just line the edges up and fold like so. And now you have a folder, almost. What you're going to want to do is open it back up, and where this line is right here, you're going to want to take a pair of scissors and just cut at an angle like so. And you don't have to do it exactly like this. You can, get fancy and cut it a curve like this, but this is basically making actual pockets that you can stick things in. Now, there are options here. You can make a gusset where you'll take this extra inch that you cut off and you'll mark. You don't have to mark, you can just cut like so. And then you take that piece and you'd fold it in half. And when you use glue or double-sided tape, instead of attaching just this part right here, you would attach this like so, and then put another bit of glue or double-sided tape on this. And what that would create is a gusset, so it gives more room to your pockets, like so. Now I haven't attached the gusset because I'm not going to do that. I like to just put it in there. I find that that's enough room for what I do. Another thing I like to do is around the corners. And if you happen to have a corner chomper, these are great. But when it gets thicker down here, or if you don't have a corner chomper, you can use your scissors and just kind of round the corners like so. And it doesn't have to be perfect and pretty, but the reason I like to round the corners is because when you open it up, now you have a little dip in here, and this is a great place for the band, the elastic in your journal to kind of sit, and it stops your folder from moving around. So finally, I'm going to take my double-sided tape, and this is where, if I wanted to add the gusset, I could do so, but I'm just going to mark with my finger, put some tape here, and here, and voila. And I'll do the same on the other side. Now this uses, again, plain paper. It's not colored. You by all means, double-sided scrapbook paper is great for making these folders, but it's really that simple. And then see the elastic, sits nice and snug right where the indent is in the middle. And I have a folder. And what I'll do is I will add 2 inserts inside one folder and then another insert in the back. So there you have it. That is how you make a folder to go in your traveler's journal. Thanks for watching. I hope this video inspires you to be creative and have fun. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.